This is Jay with Sugar Hill Sway. Dig this Backroads intro, man. Alright, y'all, we starting off another week. I'm on this back roads. I'm heading to town. I gotta stop by a hardware store. I had a door, my front door, the bottom piece that makes the seal on the bottom down there broke. On the door itself, not the frame, but on the door itself. It had broke or come off or whatever you want to say. It come out, I don't know, a day or two ago, and we just been kind of living with it, putting stuff, you know, to keep the air from going out and coming in and stuff like that. Anyway, that rain this morning kind of caused a little mess because it was a blowing rain. It blew all up on the house and everything this morning. So I need to go get something to put, you know, to fix it up with. So I got to go to a hardware store, and I got to go to the grocery store to get a couple of things. Trying not to load up on so much stuff, you know, just get stuff that we need, and kind of, you know, go that route. Because I mean, if it's stuff that we don't need, then it's maybe stuff that somebody else might need. So luckily for us, we had plenty of toilet paper at home before all this mess broke out. Of course, it's just me and my son and my wife, so there's only one female in the house, so that's an advantage. But all of our animals are females, but they, you know, they don't use toilet paper. But anyway, we had a pretty good little small stockpile of it to begin with. Not a ton of it, but you know, for us it was a good bit. But like I said, I'm on the way to town, and I live kind of out in the backwoods anyway. Anyhow, I'd drive about 5 or 6, 7, 8 miles before I even saw a vehicle. Usually I see one, at least one, if not two, because there's a little crossroads right there close to where I live, and there's a little turnoff right there where I live, and I usually see some vehicles, you know, at least from there. But I got almost, like I said, about 8 miles away from home before I saw a vehicle. I've seen a few of them since then, but it's kind of weird, but it's good, because if you ain't got no business being out, you don't need to be out. So we haven't been going to the big city. We've just been going to our local stores and stuff like that, which we really need to do anyway. But sometimes the local stores don't have what you need, so you got to run to the city. But we've been lucky so far. This little hardware store down here, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have what I need. It's not a big hardware store, but they have a little bit of everything, so I'm pretty sure they have that. It's not like a big do-it-yourself project store, you know. But it's just a nice little hardware store, and it's not too far away. So, but anyway, we're gonna head down here. And remember, if you ain't gotta be out, don't get out. Stay at home. If you can stay at home, stay at home. If you can't, then you know, then you got to go. Then you got to go. But if you don't, stay at home. All right, y'all. Told you I was gonna do something about that bridge. I got me some cinder blocks, brought them down here. Now all I need to do is take off my shoes and socks and roll my britches up and hop in there and put them where they need to be. That was a job. getting them darn things down here. I didn't hang the last time I was down here. I put out the bottles, you know, with the, with the cameras. I put out 2 bottles right there on that bank right there. I didn't tie them up, and I should have, because as you can tell, there's no more bottles anywhere. I don't know what got them. Whenever I change the card out, I'll be able to see, you know. It's probably a coon. Coon probably picked it up and carried it off. Probably is what happened. But I put 2 bottles down there, and I said, now they're both gone, so they somewhere else. The next ones I get, I will hang from that little limb right there. All right, those blocks ain't gonna get in there by themselves. Let me get on to it. All right, y'all, I got it shored up. Got a block right there. This is the side that was broke. I got it shored up, and I got the blocks underneath it. Put another block over there because that plank doesn't go all the way to the end of the bank like that one does. See, that one's got support of the ground over there. Doesn't have anything over here, so I put another block there, and I got 2 more just like it on the other side. And now I don't have to take it easy when I walk over this thing and hold on to something. I can just kind of walk across it and not have any problem. It's kind of. Now I need my black knight, my dark knight over here. You, no man shall pass. You're a loony. Alright, definitely got a lot of that swag out there. Y'all can see the blocks on this side too. I ain't worried about it now. I ain't got to hold on to nothing. On the walk. I just walk. And then boom, I'm here on the other side. I can't find those bottles. Right here's where I put them bottles. And it looks, folks, there's something with some claws right there, and there's something without claws. Or maybe it has got claws on it. I don't know. But it was right here. I ought to have it on that camera right there. And I wish I'd have thought to bring a darn card down here with me. I'd have went ahead and changed it out, but I don't. But I don't have a card with me. I'll come back down here in a day or two, because I'm gonna hang some more feed bottles from this tree right here. Instead of throwing them over on the ground, right there's where I threw the bottles at. They were both of them were sitting right there. See where the barrel of my gun is? That's where they were both sitting, and now they're both gone. It might have knocked them off in this creek, and it's down creek somewhere, but I looked about 25, 30 yards down the creek. I didn't see anything, but it had that catfish feed in there that floats. So, you know, who knows? Who knows? But this is done. And I can walk across it, ain't got to worry about it. I mean, you wouldn't want to drive a car across this course. But it'd hold a, shoot, I bet it'd hold a, it's not wide enough to hold a 4-wheeler. But it, I mean, weight-wise, it would. I mean, probably once the sand, see, that's all sand down there. Once all that settles, once those blocks settle in there, I may have to come back down here and bring a half a block down here. That's like, I think, 2 inches high. I think those are 4x4 by 16. Maybe bring a 4x4 by 8, or a 2x4, I don't know. The small block, the small size. The one that's not quite as tall, but they flat and the same length and width. They're just not as tall. All right. I'm not happy with it, but I'm satisfied with it. That'll be good. Now, really, I could really, you know, put some more block under it now, but I'd have to take all the planks loose, because the planks were put in with it bowed down. So I'd have to take the planks loose, put the blocks under the frame, and then put the planks back down. I ain't finna do all that crap. But that's show mo better. Alright, y'all, I couldn't stand it. I'm sitting there thinking about it off and on all night last night. About that card, about that camera down there at the bridge. So, I got me another bottle. Filled it up with catfish food. I'm going down here and I'm gonna hang that bottle and change that card out. I was kicking myself yesterday for not having another card on me. And I wish I had. But anyway, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down here and take this stealth cam that I had set up out here as a test in the woods to see if it's gonna be acting right. Then I'm gonna change the cards out on all three of these cameras down here. And see what we got on them. And like I said, hang that bait bottle back up on the bridge down there. See if we can catch something. I'm kind of anxious to see myself. I didn't check that one. I didn't even walk by one of them yesterday. I walked by one on the way to the creek, and its bottle was half empty. And that one at the creek, like I said, both of those were gone. And I didn't check the third one, but I'm gonna change the card out in it too. I gotta find out where I'm at first. I get to talking, and I get off the trail, and I'm like, what the crap, man? Where am I at here? There's trails all through here, but there's only a couple of trails that I like to walk down because I don't want to spread my scent all over the woods, for one thing. And for another thing, that's where I got my cameras. Is alongside the trails I like to walk on, or close to the trails. Not on the trails, but kind of close to those trails. Anyway, I'm rambling. Let me find this darn camera because I'm not exactly sure where I put it. I'm kind of anxious to see what's on this one too. That bottle's empty. If I'd known that, I'd brought another bottle. I didn't think about it, but that bottle's empty. This is where I got that Tasco, one of the Tascos, that 10 megapixel Tasco right there. I'm anxious to see what's on that, because there ain't no catfish up here. If it's a freaking squirrel, I'm going to lose my mind. You hear me? I will freaking lose it. Alright, as of yesterday, this is the one that was half full. Because I was bringing in blocks down here yesterday, and I walked on the other side of this bottle by another 15, 20 yards. Right there where you see that tree. No, that's not that tree. Where's me a good tree? That tree, way over yonder. That's the line I was walking yesterday, and so I was able to see it, and it was, like I said, it was about half full yesterday. Now it's gone. So let's see what's on that camera. We'll see. Oh, that's how I got the other bottle hanging right here at the bridge. As you can tell, that block has sunk in that sand. I turned it where the holes will be facing the water flow, thinking that it wouldn't wash it out, but I guess it did. I'm gonna have to do something. I don't know what yet, but I'm gonna do something. I have to keep adding 100 blocks down there. Alright, saying that, I don't know if I want to bring any more blocks down here or not. There's the bottles hanging. I can still walk. As a matter of fact, I walked out there on the bridge to hang that bottle. The other side sunk a little bit, but it still got a bridge on it. That's why it's still kind of sturdy. So We'll see. Okay, this is at one location down there where the feeder, I mean, with the bottle. You see the bottle to the right with the two twin trees right there. Of course, there's a couple of possums down there, and that's probably what got a majority of that that feed that was down there. I tell you what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to set the delay between videos to be shorter on these that I know that the trigger works real good on. Because if not, what I'm doing is I'm seeing whatever's coming into the frame, and I'm not sure what it's set on. I'll set on 15, 20, or 30 seconds in between videos. But like in the video before, had plenty in it. And the bottle right here had plenty in it. But now this is the very next video and it's all empty. So I need to kind of set that trigger a little bit quicker. And like I said, I'm pretty sure that this possum is what got the food, because you can see exactly where he goes to. He's looking up there to see if there's any food still in the bottle, and he's seeing, you know, what might have fallen down on the ground. All right, same location here. Same location, but this is apparently is, of course, it's one coon there walking. He gets off screen. Here comes another one. Wait up, baby. Wait up. Wait up. These are the two meatheads that's been causing trouble, running up around in our yard and stuff like that too. And this creek's probably, I don't know, 250, 300 yards away from my house. I mean, it's literally right there behind my house in some woods. So, you can tell if you can see my mouse right there. That's one bottle right there. It had the catfish feed in it. The other bottle is back here behind this dark dog. This is some sort of pit mix. This is a female. I'm not sure about that one. He's a little bit bigger than she is. But there's somebody's dogs too. I just can't get close enough to find out what's on the collar right there. But y'all see, I found out what happened to my bottles anyway. I knew I seen some tracks, and I thought I saw some tracks that didn't have any claws. But I'm pretty sure this is where they come from. See, there you go. Push the food off into the streams, dummies. Push the feed bottles off into the creek. There you go. Oh, the heck with it. And of course, here they are again. Same two. Same night, same bat time, same bat channel. They're trying to get to it. I know this is just another video of a possum, but this is the first time I've ever seen one of the animals actually use the bridge. And it was, this is possum right here. That's really why I put that bridge down there. I just wanted to see what all kind of wildlife would use that to try to get across. Now, a coon, generally, from what I've seen, especially like on these game cameras, a coon will wade in that creek and go up and down the stream in the creek, or right there on the bank. So I'd be kind of highly suspicious if any of them actually, use the bridge to cross with, because they like to walk up and down the stream here. I don't know enough about their behavior to know exactly what they're looking for. I know they're looking for minnows, I imagine, but a lot of times they move up and down the creek. Well, one of the reasons I wanted to put these blocks under here to raise that bridge up, one, because it was sagging real bad, and number two, those coons, like I said, they like to walk up and down this creek, and I wanted to give them enough room underneath that bridge. If they wanted to walk underneath the bridge, they could. But here's a pretty cool video of a big old fat coon right there. So he just come out to water himself. He's going back in on this side. Okay, this isn't a very good picture of him, but I want y'all to look at the bottom of the screen. Right there, there's an ear, there's an ear, there's his back, and there's the bob tail coming up. It's a bobcat. And the thing is, he's walking away probably 2 hours after I passed through there. It was like 4 o'clock when I left out from up and down there yesterday. And he was heading back the opposite way. I walked from the creek is right down there, and I walked back this way. Well, he's walking from this way down to that way, so I don't know exactly where he comes from, but see, you can just kind of, there's the tail. You never know, man. Hey, y'all, look. County fixed our road. Instead of it just beating the life out of you, like riding through a minefield, it's a little bit better. Just glad they did something. Okay. Walk right into a spider web. As I was looking at the trail cam videos yesterday, I noticed a couple of things. First of all, my time between videos, the delay is too big. I think the delay is either 15, 20, 30 seconds, I'm not sure. But whatever it is, it's too big or too long. So that's one thing, because what'll happen is whatever will trigger it will trigger it and it'll stay on. Let's say it's 15 seconds. The video lasts 15 seconds and the camera delay will turn off for 15 seconds. So anything that happens in that 15 seconds is not being videoed. So I need to change that down to about as low as I can get it. Because a lot of times when I got these little bottles of catfish feed I got hanging out, the bait bottles, they, man, that darn spiderweb tastes like crap. Anyway, when I put the bait bottles out there, whatever's coming into the picture or into the view will last about 15 seconds, then it'll stop for 15 seconds and it comes back on, ain't nothing there. Or whatever's in the frame is already moved out. So I don't actually get to see the animals going up and inspecting the bottles like I envisioned. They are, I've seen it, but it's just not like I have seen or what I anticipated to see. So anyway, I need to cut that delay down a little bit. Second of all, the second thing I noticed was that the bait bottles don't really last a whole week. So I got 6 bottles, I got 3 cameras, so I'm gonna put 2 bottles at each camera, and maybe it'll last a little bit longer. We'll just have to see. We had a bad couple of windy days. We had a storm front pass through here, and it was real windy for a couple of days. And one of the cameras, I can see that bottle swaying from side to side. And that's what was triggering the camera too. And it was also making a lot of feed come out there too. So, but I'm gonna put 2 bottles per camera this go around. And while I'm at it, I'm gonna go ahead and change the cameras just to see if there was anything on it from last night. I just changed them yesterday. And, or maybe it was day before yesterday. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and change the cards out and just see if there's anything on them. See if it got any kind of luck. And we'll kind of go from there. I'm gonna put 2 bottles out and change the delay on all of them except for the one down at the creek. I don't think I'm gonna mess with that one. I'm gonna put my bottles up there, put 2 more bottles down there, but I don't think I'm gonna mess with the delay on it, because I think that delay is okay. I think it's all right. But let me walk down here and see what I got. Okay, yeah, there's the one. There's one. I had the delay. I had it set for 15 seconds. So I turned it down to 5 seconds. I mean, that's a long time when you're just trying to catch a video of an animal walking through the woods at random here, you know. Went ahead and changed out the bottles. I put 2 bottles on there instead of 1 bottle. I said they're full of catfish food. I've cut the tits out of the bottom down there. And whenever you shake it a little bit, let's see. Whenever you knock it around a good little bit, I'm gonna start an avalanche here. But whenever you knock it around a little bit of food comes out of the bottom. So we got that baby right there. Taking pictures of that baby right there. All right, we're off to do the other 2. Okay, here's the next site right here. There's the video camera right there. This is where the bobcat walked by. He walked by right there. There. Down by there. That's why you only got the top of it. I don't know where he was going when he went down there. But something's been messing with my bottle, man. Something bit my bottle. It wasn't like that either, whatever day it was I come back down here, either yesterday or I think it was yesterday. Huh. That's something to look forward to on the card. I see teeth marks. I see the teeth marks right there. See the tooth marks? Something bit the fire out of it. We're gonna find out. No, she ain't dead. See? She just likes coming out here laying in the sun. Ain't that right, Prissy? She's just a pretty dog. I hear them bumblebees. They're right here around me. Come on. What's wrong, girl? Alright, y'all, that's going to do it for this week. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Couple of notes. The bottle down there where I had the game camera at, where the bottle had been crushed, it didn't pick up whatever it was that come in and crushed it. It's probably about time to change the batteries in it. I mean, they've been in there for a month or 2, you know, and when the voltage gets low, sometimes they don't give the trigger very well. But anyway, I got some different ideas. I was talking to my uncle yesterday, and or maybe it was the day before yesterday. I can't remember. Anyway, I was talking to him and got some pretty neat ideas about how to lay the bait out, and the different things that, you know, that I can do to make it, you know, a little bit more entertaining, I guess. So we're gonna try some of that stuff too. He had some really good ideas, so we're gonna try some of that, and kind of check on what we got and kind of do some other things. I'm actually going to be working next week. If I don't go to work next week, I'll be so far behind it won't be even funny. So I've got to go to work next week. We'll try to share some of that stuff with you as well. Cat ought to get out of the way. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, I appreciate y'all watching. Thanks again. Y'all have a good week. Stay out of the way of this virus. Stay at home. If you don't need to go anywhere. If you don't need to go to work, don't need to do anything essential, stay at home. All right. Thanks for watching, guys.